Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
This guy. What's up, Coach?
What's up, Coach? How you doing? Coach Watson in the building. Front of our eye. Assistant head coach, defensive coordinator. What is going on, Coach?
Got the 75 Jack Lambert throwback on, baby.
Hey,
You told me to wear a jersey. I came hard.
as much I can't stand y'all like y'all can't stand me, that's a badass jersey.
I got a whole closet full of them, baby. That's how I roll.
That's right. How you doing, Coach?
I'm great, man. Living the dream.
I know that's right, man. This ain't gonna be your regular interview because you're friends of us, you know what I'm saying? So, and friends of the show, all that across the board, man. But it's Super Bowl, man. It's Super Bowl week.
Yes, sir.
So this is gonna be a little different.
Yes, sir.
Who you got this weekend, Coach?
Man. Well, let me break it down before I tell you.
Break it down.
Because you already know how I feel. But I, to be honest with you, I thought at the beginning of the year the Rams were the best team in the NFL. They kind of slid a little, and then I thought Green Bay was the best team in the NFL. It looks like the Rams got hot at the right time. You know, the Bengals.
You hate to say that, don't you? Hey,
They're hot. They're hot.
hate to. Hold on, real quick. I already know how Steelers are, man. I work with one every day, and LeBron is like this. I think EpiPen needs to be. Anytime he says the Bengals, I think I have to get the EpiPen to stick it to him. And then he tries to get all the Bengals fans all hyped and stuff. He'll say something, and then all of a sudden he'll be like, "But I'm going with the Titans."
I'm going with the Rams. No, but seriously, you know, the Bengals are a great football team.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Burrows, he's probably one of the bright young quarterbacks in the league. And he's going to be around a while.
Right.
I just can't pick him, bro. I just can't.
I already know, Coach. I already know, man. I already know. That's why I love it because, like I said, talking good game ain't no way. Look, let's put it this way. You guys are not picking the Bengals, or the Ravens, or the Browns. I mean, you know, whatever. And I'm with you because I'm not picking the Commanders, the Giants, or the Eagles. Yeah. I mean, it could be somebody that got on a hot streak and just early, and no quarterback good. But that's okay. That's cool. Let me ask you guys like this now for forever, right? We done had where nobody had a home field advantage. So now we done have back-to-back home field advantage.
Yes, we have.
Now, don't get me wrong. We know the Super Bowl, they got an allotment of tickets, different things like that. But how important is that to you guys? What do you guys think about that? As far as they got a home field advantage?
Yeah, they do. They got a home field advantage. They do. They have a home field advantage because it's in LA and we all know that or whatever. But we still talking about Stafford too. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole thing is, what Stafford are we getting? He has never been in this bright lights before. Never. And the only reason why I say Joey has because Joey has played for the national championship in college. And we know that it's different. It's different lights and stages, but that college stage is still a big stage too, playing for the national championship game. So then he don't seem like he's rattled. It depends on, for me, what Stafford we get. I mean, I understand it's a home field advantage, but everybody on that Rams team ain't been to the Super Bowl neither. So you know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Go
No, I will just interject. The thing about it is that you're absolutely right with the Burrow. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I love him. All this kind of stuff. Dude is nice. My thing is that Stafford played at Georgia, so he don't play against SEC and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then with that pressure when it comes to the Super Bowl, it's going to be felt by everybody. Everybody. But I think it's a toss up with that as far as that point.
Yeah.
Coach, what do you think about the how Mark brought up like the Burrow and the Stafford? Who do you think has the edge and why?
I don't. To be honest with you, I don't think home field's that big a deal in the Super Bowl. I mean, will there be more Rams fans? Probably. But hey, when Pittsburgh goes to Cincinnati, there's more Steelers fans than there are Bengals fans. So Burrow's used to it.
So you always got to bring.
No, I mean, they're professionals, man. They don't worry about that stuff.
Coach, you always got to bring it back, huh?
I do. I mean, I've been like that for 49 years now, and I'm not going to change.
Yes, sir.
So as far as
if the Bengals and the Browns played, I would probably cheer for a tie.
So both of them would take a loss. So yeah, I'm crazy for that. Hey, but I feel you. So, but as far as quarterback play, Coach, who you think got the advantage in this Super Bowl?
Man, I tell you, this may be one of the better quarterback matchups you've seen in a while in the Super Bowl. I mean, both guys have got the experience. Even if it's in college, they both played in big games.
Mm-hmm.
Last week was huge games for both of them. Cincinnati was on the road last week. So if I had to give an edge, I hate to say it, but I think Joe Dirt may have a slight advantage, man.
Yeah, he's a bad boy.
He's a bad boy, and
it's no doubt about. He's different. He's
legit.
He is definitely different. All right, so, and this is great that we got you on here. Real quick, you know what? Before we really dive into the Super Bowl, let's go back. Let's get a little bit of action about you, and everything. So, real quick, Coach, talk about your youth football, like basketball, like youth sports growing up, man. Talk about you and everything like that. Like, when did you start playing sports, and what sports did you play?
I was unique because I played all three, all the way up. I played Little League with our guy Bump, football, firefighters. We had some great times, and football's always been my love. I played all three. I was probably better in baseball, but football I'm just a student of the game, and I'm one of these freaky guys that watches a game, and I couldn't even tell you the score, but I know who's winning by just what's going on the field. And I look at formations, I look at matchups. I mean, I'm just that guy, man. I watch film all day, every day for our games, and I just love the game. And football's always been my love. I played basketball and baseball all 4 years at Doss, class of '91 Dragons. I only played football 1 year because I grew 6 inches in 1 year and did not gain 1 pound.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
How tall are you, Coach?
I'm about 6'4.5", give or take.
When'd you grow that 6 inches? What?
Right before my freshman year, right around my freshman year, I went from shooting guard to small forward pretty quick.
Love it.
I enjoyed my time at Doss. We had some great teams back then. I was a year ahead of DA and played with my guy Anthony Ferguson, and we had some great teams, man. We had some battles in that 6th region, buddy.
Yeah. He ain't lying.
We played against Fairdale, the great Fairdale teams. To this day, I see Killer in them, and I say, man, you guys are the only team that could beat us that year, man.
Yeah, Coach is definitely see. Coach was a year ahead of me, and Dawes was a true. I mean, then Dawes, about Fairdale. Like when you tell people about what Fairdale had, I haven't seen a team like that. Now, there's been some great teams. Don't get me wrong, high school teams after that, and before, but that team was different. I mean, dude,
They had grown ass men on their team,
yeah,
man.
yes. I mean, I rarely went to basketball games. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready for football, doing my stuff. Even though when football ended, I'm still doing whatever. But when they came to play male, in the old male, I'm there, and they put on a show. I'll never forget. I went to the Fairdale, the King of the Bluegrass. I think it was Killing Them, I think senior or something like that, man. And I'll never forget. Killer comes down on a break. It's a big guy from Pennsylvania. I think he was like 6'10" or whatever. He comes down. He think he's just gonna lay it up. Man, Killer in the air misses with his right, but he's still elevating. Blocker with his left. Dude's left-handed anyway. I mean, they was nasty. But hey, that Dogs team that you was a part of, oh yes, sir.
Hey, these young bucks ain't got no clue, man. I try to tell them. Back in the 90s, our district was Murderers Row, man. It was us, Valley, and Fairdale in the same district. So one of us didn't make it every year.
Every year.
It wasn't never us. It was always Valley. But
Right.
They had Mike Crow. Mike Crow was a great ball player, great athlete, coaching at Dawes now.
Is he? Is that where he's at? He's at Dawes?
Head coach at Dawes. I've known him. I played middle school ball at Stewart with Mike Crow. And, we don't get too far away from the South End, Coach. You know how it is. We hang around.
That's good stuff, though. For real. Yeah.
But, football's my love. It always has been. My wife sits there and watches games with me, and she's like, man, how do you know all this crap? And I said, man, it's just what I do, man.
Man. Hey, Coach, real quick, though. In football, like, so did you, I mean, like, you played dual sports or whatever, like, what position you play in football?
I was, when I played with Bump, don't let him make fun of me. I had the big dude. I was a big dude with an X on my helmet.
Okay.
So I played, offensive line, and then I played tight end my freshman year. And then, like I said, I grew 6 inches, and it just wasn't for me no more. 6'4.5", 170 ain't going to get it.
Oh yeah, right. But
I could jump up and hit my head on the rim, but I couldn't knock nobody.
But so crazy now. I mean, granted, you would have to have a little bit more weight, of course. But 6'4", get you about 220. We can make something happen. All this kind of stuff like that. So, did you play college ball, Coach?
I did not. I had a full ride opportunity at University of Louisville to play baseball, and my brother and my dad and my uncle all three played for U of L.
Oh, wow.
My brother was actually the stolen base leader for many, many years till Boomer Whiting broke all his records. I love bug got me. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't kicked the coverage, buddy. I'm telling you, I got a good one. And I just didn't want to go away. I didn't want to be away, and I went to U of L for a couple semesters, and I ended up going to trade school to be a sheet metal worker. Did that for 15 years, and then I got in the system and school system. It's been all downhill. Well, not downhill, but you know how it goes. Ever since, I've just loved being around the kids, and I just love being in the game.
Coach, real quick though, so what was your first coaching job?
Believe it or not, I started off at PRP.
I do believe it, because as I'm looking for pictures, I look and I saw this tall guy. I said, "Damn, Coach must be about 6'5".
That's me. But I started off my first 2 years over there. I just wanted to be a part of it. I loved the game. Had a couple good friends coaching on that staff, and I did the water, I did the equipment, I did whatever that was needed just so I could be around.
Right.
I just wanted to be a part of it, and couple of years later, Coach Heiser asked me, he said, man, you want to be on the coaching staff? You want to be a coach? I said, well, sure. So I started off coaching DBs. I was there. I started in the program in 08. First game was against Ballard, a little fella named Devontae Parker. So that was pretty rough way to start off as a DB coach.
Ooh,
But you know how it goes. You learn from that. You move on.
wait, Coach. What year was that?
It's like around 08, 09.
Okay.
Devontae senior year, first game of the year at Ballard. You know, it was miserable.
No, I like him in 05.
Okay. I was going to say, I know it was getting close to it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Devontae was a cheat code. We all know.
Oh,
We know
wasn't
him.
even fair.
Hell,
They looked at me like, "What'd I do, Coach?" I said, "Man, I don't know. Just do what you can do." They said, "Coach, he's jumping."
Good luck. Good luck.
Take his legs out a couple times. He'll quit jumping.
All that.
We had some great years at PRP. We went to state championship in 12-13. Went 14-1. Lost to Trinity in the finals. Trinity was always our nemesis. I think they put us out 3 times when I was there. And I had some great times. I had some great friends at PRP. Tommy Williams was our offensive coordinator. He's a head coach now.
Right.
Rob Reeder, rest in peace, my buddy. He was offensive line coach. Big Vern Gibson, it's Shawnee's head coach, was a D-line coach. I mean, just unbelievable guys. I mean, I learned a lot from Coach Heiser, and I still talk to coaches to this day. You know, Coach, let me hear about that 5-2 front, man. And he never turns me down. And I appreciated my time and everything I learned. I learned a lot from Tommy Williams. Tommy's a stickler for details, and I really learned a lot from Tommy. And we're friends to this day. And we get after it on the field, but we're still friends. And just really enjoy. Craig Webb was the AD over. Great people. Nick Waddell was on that staff. He's the AD now.
Right.
Just unbelievable. I loved it over there, and being from Dawson, I hated PRP when we played. To be honest with you,
Right.
But, they welcomed me with open arms, and I was part of the family. And Coach Heiser decided to step down, and I did too. And I sat out a year, and I went to DCLs the following year with Coach Davis. Believe it or not, we were 12-1, best season they ever had.
What was Coach Davis' first name?
Harold Davis.
Okay.
Harold's the head coach at Bellarmine now.
Okay. Oh, okay. Got
Coach Ty Scroggins was on that staff, and
yeah.
Ty was my guy, man. I miss him a lot, and we were bus buddies. DCLs, we rode in those Miller buses. We had plenty of room. And Coach Ty and I sat in the front seat and talk football, man. I got a real quick story about Ty. We were on our way to, I don't even know where we were going, Cal maybe. And I said, Coach, let's break down our salaries. He goes, you really want to do this, Watson? I said, let's see what happens. You know how Ty was, always serious. He said, Coach, we got to figuring out. He got his pad out and he started writing. He said, you sure you want to do this, Watson? I said, no, I'm good, man. Let me have it. He said, the years I won state championships, I made 12 cents an hour.
Wow.
He said, the year we didn't, I made 15 cents an hour.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, my God, Coach. Wow. Are you serious? And I got to figuring out. And I said, Coach, I only made 7 cents an hour, man. But Ty was the man, and I can't say enough about that man. He was one of my mentors, and he always picked the phone up. Never had a beef with anybody unless they deserved it. And I miss him to this day. I still keep in touch with Sherry, his fiance at the time, and it's just I really miss him. And I left these sales the following year, and I went with my buddy Rob when he took over Moore's program, and ran the defense and had a couple pretty good guys. One guy I only made a heard of. His name is J.J. Weaver.
Little bit. Superstar
You
from Kentucky. Yeah, a little bit.
That guy made it so easy to run a defense. I mean, he is just. I can't say enough about that young man. I love him like his son, and he just makes everybody around him better. Even at Kentucky, he's on the field. It's unbelievable. We actually went 11-2 there, best season they ever had, and lost in the regional finals. We were actually up 20-7 with like 3 minutes left and lost.
Wow.
And
Who was that against, Coach?
Taylor County, and we won't get too much into what happened in that game, but let's just say not a whole lot of people out in the state like Louisville teams.
Yeah.
So then I decided I was going to retire, and I had enough because Reeder left and went to Marion County, and that was too far for me to drive. So I told him, I said, man, I've had enough. I'm going to go sit on the beach. And about the fourth day on the beach, my phone rings. It's Coach Dover at Fairdale. Man, I'd like to see you come out and help us out. And I said, Coach, I'm on the beach, man. I don't want to.
Right.
And he said, well, see what happens. Come see me when you get back. About 7-10 days later, I went and saw him and fell in love with Fairdale. Man, it's such a unique situation. It's one of the true neighborhood schools that are left. I mean, it's just unbelievable, the support and the family atmosphere. And I walked in that door from day one, and it was just like I was there my whole life. I mean, I hate to say it because I loved my time everywhere else, but I wish I'd have been there the whole time, if that makes sense.
Wow. How long have you been there, Coach?
It's just unbelievable. I mean, the history and the King of the Bluegrass. I mean, what an event, man. I mean, it's.
How long have you been there, Coach?
I started there in 19, so 19. This will be my fourth season coming up. We've had some success. We lost in the regional final two of those 3 years to Owensboro, matter of fact. And it's just been a whirlwind, and I've loved every minute of it. I love the people. I love the kids. I love what they've got going on. We got a great principal right now. We got great programs in the school, and I tell everybody all the time that Fairdale's the number 2 requested school in the district behind Manual. A lot of people don't know that. And it's just people want to be a part of it, and it starts at the top with the principal, the athletic director. Greg Longacre is unbelievable. Coach Dover. I mean, we just – Coach Hicks is a great basketball coach. And, I mean, we just got it going right now, and I want to stay as long as I can and keep it rolling.
So, early look, man. What can we expect for the Fairdale Bulldogs next year, man? What's going on?
I tell everybody we're going to be the worst team in the county, man. I just
I ain't falling for that.
No, honestly, we were young last year. We struggled a little bit with the COVID and this, that, and the other, and just never really gelled as a group. We had a lot of young guys, and we're all juniors and seniors this year, man. So I think I've got eight starters on defense coming back. Out of the other 3, they all played significant roles. I mean, I don't want to count my chickens for they hatch, but we'll be much improved.
Sound like you got something cooking.
I'm always in the lab, buddy. I've always got something cooking. But
while you in the lab and being a defensive coordinator, give us some people that we should get to know. Give us some players. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you ain't saying for the best, but give us some names that
I've got my defensive front is unbelievable. I got a kid named Daniel Winburn. That's a defensive end. My other defensive end, John Blinko. They both were offered by EKU. They're one's a junior, one's a sophomore, and they've already been offered by EKU. I got a big nose guard. It's 6 foot 305. he's built like a fire plug. And his name's Micaiah Duncan. He's just, we call him Suge because he looks like Suge Knight. And he acts like him too. Just bullies people. Just, I mean, when he puts his mind to it, he just can't be stopped. And we've got some guys that are just, if they do what we got to do, they're going to be hard to move around. You know, we've been fortunate. We've got a lot of athletes. We always have. It's just putting them in the right place and plugging in the right numbers, man.
So who is the top dog? Because Fairdale's in what are y'all like? What 4A?
We're 5A.
5A. Who's supposedly the top dog in 5A coming into next year? If you had to say,
you got the usual suspects. My good friend Nathan McPeak over at Frederick Douglass does a great job. They're always one of the teams to beat. Nate, he's a great guy. He played at Marshall, played with Byron Leftwich.
Ooh.
And he's actually one of the dudes that carried him down the field when he got hurt. If you ever go back and watch that game, he says McPeak on the back. And, you know, they're always a dog. Owensboro's always – they put us out 2 out of the last 3 years. They're always tough. You know, I mean, you can go. I mean, the 5A. I've always said 6A is loaded, but 5A is pretty damn tough too. I mean,
but you know what, Coach? When we was at school, it was 4A and everybody was in the same damn thing. You know.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
And
I just think my lucky stars. I don't have to play Trinity and Mayo every year.
You know what I'm saying? Like people don't understand. Like you know, because like you said, but you know, they don't understand the history. Like. We didn't have that. Like, you had to play. Like, Central had to play. I mean, everybody was in the same thing. There wasn't nobody like, oh, we bigger. It was like everybody was in that pot together, which made it difficult. So, as a former player, I'm like, damn, if I was in 3A. But then as a adult, as I look at it, I'm glad as many other schools get opportunities to get that championship. Because
they're starting to tweak. They're starting to tweak things a little. You know, they're going to mess with the playoffs a little bit. And I don't know what the answer is. I mean, shoot, if I knew, I wouldn't be sitting here with you. I'd be sitting behind a desk somewhere.
We'd be on your show.
That's right. But you know, I don't know the answer.
Hey, real quick though, Coach, had a question. Male former football player, and I know you see it on Twitter. How do you feel about like certain schools getting turf over like basically Jefferson County public schools? Do you even think about that? Is that I don't
need to think about it at all.
Yeah.
It's an advantage. Is it an unfair advantage? I don't think so. Mm-hmm. Still got to go out on the field and play the game.
Right.
It's definitely an advantage. I mean, you don't get rained out. You don't have to worry about all that other stuff. I mean, I coached at D-Sales. We had turf. It was great. I think little by little, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, Dr. Polio said it was going to happen. I like to believe him. It's kind of tied up in court and all that stuff. I don't know. I mean, we were told we'd be one of the first ones to get it.
Right.
Will I see it? I don't know. Right. I don't know. I don't know the answer. I wish I did.
Right.
And I've heard the stories about people leaving. When we were at PRP, people left us money, and they said that we had to disperse it between the different high schools. And the person who left us money said, I don't want to do that. So they kept their money.
Hold it.
And do I blame them? No, I don't.
But you know what, though, Coach? I think what gets me is the point that, like, as far as private, they can do, you know, they do whatever they need to do, what they want to do. But when you go ahead and let Ballard have it, not have nothing against Ballard. I don't really have no ties, you know, with Ballard. I don't think I probably had some family members with that. I can't even remember. It make no difference. But when you go ahead and annul one school, as far as public schools, then that's an issue.
I agree.
I don't know what was that about. I don't know how that even came about. But when you do that, then you open up a Pandora box to everybody. Because, believe it or not, and I'm not saying that no one up here does not know it, it's a lot of donors out there for every school. You know what I'm saying? It's money everywhere. Granted, we ain't saying we the state of Texas, but it's money in different everybody's school that got something that can say, okay, I got this.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
that's
And
what
Ballard may have started the ball rolling. It may change now. I don't know. We'll have to see what the future holds. But
right.
am I mad at Ballard got a turf field? Nope. Good for
Right.
them.
You got but you know what though? What I always call you, coach. Like coach mentality, we don't give a shit if we play on the sand lot. You know what I'm saying? Like we gravel, that's our home turf. We gotta rock and roll with it, no matter what, no excuses. Ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just when all of a sudden when you get a player hurt, a mom and dad complaining. Well, if they was at such and such, you know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
And I'm with you because I played like when I played at Old Mail. I mean that field was garbage. Big time. It was lumpy, bumpy. You lose a leg big time. That kind of stuff. And that my thing is that look if you're gonna do that, then you should open up and say, okay, well look, if y'all can afford it, go ahead and do what you gotta do. But then you're gonna get the schools who can't afford it, and then it become a big issue too. Mm-hmm. So it's like I see the double-edged sword, and I just wanted to bring it up because I know we had Bobby Humphrey. He brought it up and that kind of stuff like that. Look, let's cut this out. Let's go ahead and have a little bit of fun real quick. What Coach said, I'm going to do a little synopsis for everybody. What Coach said, they're going to kick everybody's ass next year.
I didn't say that. I did not say that. Coach Crow, if you're listening, I did not say that.
He didn't say it. In case you joined us, he did not say this. Let's have a little bit of fun. Prop betting. So prop bets on the Super Bowl happens all the time. So basically, we have I think 3 or 4 guests that are going to be on the show this week. You're being our first guest. We're going to ask you some questions, and we'll keep tabs over what Coach Watson had decided for this. Okay, so Super Bowl, the length of the national anthem in seconds. Do you think it's going to be over 95.5 seconds or under 95.5 seconds?
Who's singing?
I don't even know who's
I don't
singing.
know who's singing.
It's got a lot to do with it now.
It's got a lot to do with it. But it's going to be started.
I don't know.
It might be Oprah.
Hey, if it was Eminem, it'd be 35 seconds.
You got my boy.
I don't know. It depends on who it is, but I'll say under.
You say under? Let me get that. Under 95.5. Number 2. Will the coin toss be heads or tails?
Tails never fails.
Number 3. The first offensive play, will it be a run or a pass attempt?
Run.
Number 4. Which team scores first?
Bengals.
I know that hurt you.
I can say it.
Okay. This checking, Coach. Number 5. The first turnover of the game will be a fumble or interception or a turnover by downs.
Interception.
Number 6. Which team will commit the first accepted penalty of the game?
Bengals.
Number 7. Which team would get the 10 points first?
Bengals.
Oh.
He's heavy Bengals lean, man. Will either team score during the last 2 minutes of the first half?
Yes.
Which song will be performed first by halftime show?
Oh.
Still Dre. Hold on. Still Dre. The next episode, California Love, Family Affair, or Other.
They're in Cali, man. It's got to be California Love.
Right.
It should be.
If it ain't first, it's going to be last.
That's right. Will all 5 performers team up for a song?
Wow.
That'd be crazy.
Mary J's a diva, man. I don't know if she wants to be out there with them dudes.
Hey, Hey, Power might got to loosen it up a little bit, though.
I'm gonna say yes. At the very end, they're all gonna be out there.
Okay. This ain't on the sheet, but I'm going to ask it. Two things I'm asking next.
Don't do me dirty.
I am going to do you dirty. Uh, who's winning? I know the answer, but I need to have to say it.
With my heart or with my wallet?
Hey,
Oh Lord.
hey, well, yeah, that's different. You're right.
Yeah, that's different.
Let's go. Let's go with wallet.
Wallet?
Yeah.
I think the Bengals will cover, but I think the Rams will win.
Okay. Give me the score.
27-24.
Like it. Before we get you out here, Coach,
I like that.
based on 27-24, for the Rams, okay, two things. This is two questions. What does the Rams need to do to win the game?
Well, they got to pick their poison. Do you stop Mixon or do you stop Jamar Chase? I think our guy out there, Mr. Ramsey, shuts down Mr. Chase. And I think Mixon has a huge game. But I think the Rams have got to eliminate the big plays by Joey. I tell you, this it pains me, but this game's going to be. I think it's going to be one of the classics. I really do.
Got written on.
Both these dudes are playing good right now. I just think the Rams have got to shut down Jamar Chase.
So, flip the coin. What does the Bengals have to do to win it?
Stay consistent. Don't abandon the run. Don't abandon the pass. They gotta keep it balanced. They gotta pound Mixon, wear them out, control the ball, take a shot when you have to have it, and I think they will. I think that's what's going to keep them close. They're going to have a shot every now and then, and I think he's going to take it.
I lied. As far as you defensive coach, and I mean, you know football and everything. Let me ask you, because you've seen it up close as far as the plays Pittsburgh. Explain this Bengals defense, man. Because when you look at it, you really don't hear too many names. I mean, it's certain names, but you know they got a lot of people free agency and stuff like that. When you see the Bengals defense, what do you see?
It's a we, not me defense. It's a conglomerate of a bunch of dudes that want to play. They're hard nosed. They fly around. They make plays. I mean, I hate to say, I think Pac-Man Jones was the worst thing that ever happened to that franchise. I think that the attitude and the me, not we, and I think they've got it this year, man. Those guys up front, man, they are something else. I mean, like you said, you never heard of some of these dudes, and they just got a bunch of role players that do their job, and that's every coach in America, do your job. That's do your job. If you do your job, everything else takes care of itself. And Cincinnati's doing that right now.
Right. Hey, Coach, how we always do it, man. We always give time for people to go ahead and give thanks and praise for what they, thank people in their life that means stuff to them to help them get to where they're at and everything else. So it's yours.
I want to thank you guys because you guys don't understand what an impact you have on sports in the city. The 502's got some great talent, and you guys just spotlight every chance you get. And I tell everybody I know, man, about you guys, and I really appreciate what you guys do. And I appreciate you sending your son over to me.
Is he sleeping now?
Yeah.
I think you done knocked him.
Yeah. We'll see how he feels next year, but But no, seriously, my family's been very supportive of me in doing this. My wife won't let me quit. She loves it when I'm out there. And
That's good stuff.
like I said earlier, I kick the coverage, man. She's something else. And, I've been fortunate to play for some great coaches. And I've coached under some great coaches. And, like I said, Ty meant the world to me. And Rob Reeder meant the world to me. And it's just Tommy Williams. I mean, Coach Heiser, Coach Davis, Coach Dover. I mean, I've been around some great dudes that really know a lot, and it's been a great run. And I'm going to hang on and see how far it takes me. But I really, seriously, I really appreciate what you guys have done for the 502, and it means a lot. And I'd like to see us get some more of these kids recruited some places, but that's another conversation, another show, another day. But I really appreciate you guys, and you just don't know what an impact you guys have had.
Hey, Coach, you know what? That right there, it hits it on the head, man. And people don't see the conversations that Mark and I have off the show and everything like that. Like, when you first see where we came from and how we are now and how we reshaped and everything, and that's the whole thing. It's about the kiddos. It ain't about us. It's about the kiddos. But I will say this, and I can speak for myself. I'm not, Mark definitely speak for himself. We appreciate people like you, man. I mean,
Yeah.
You coach. You in there. You coach and taking care of the kids and whatever. But you find time to go ahead and watch the show and comment and everything, man. Hats off to you and what you do, man. All we trying to do is make sure that these kids get covered and coaches and schools and everything, because 502 is where it's at and needs that. So, hey, man, we really want to thank you too, man. And so we didn't have no way. We was going to get you on anyway, but, hey, thank you. And we going to get you that head. But I'm going to need that Fairdale, man. Come on.
Yeah, I got you, brother. I got your power going.
Okay. Cool.
Hey. 502, baby.
That's what about. Hey, man. Hey, thank you for joining us.
Appreciate
man.
you, Coach.
You will definitely be back on.
Yes, sir.
God bless.
Anytime, buddy. Anytime.
Coach.
Banger. That's what we do.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
make sure you tune in this week. It's all Super Bowl week. All things we doing big time. Jerseys, all that kind of stuff. We got. Hopefully, we should have a banger on Wednesday and Thursday.
Yep. Yeah. Most definitely Thursday.
Gonna try to scrape up somebody tomorrow.
Yeah.
If not, then you gotta look at our handsome faces and keep
Absolutely.
moving on. So, hey, God bless.
Be careful.
Peace out.
COVID free.
Ooh, wee. Did you hit that COVID?
Free.
It's 8 p.m. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.